when we got in here. What is the end game, Geraldo? And these are the things that you're bringing up that I think are very important questions.
Okay, we have White House correspondent Mike Emanuel live now. Mike, thanks. I know you got drafted on very short notice. What do you know about what we are about to hear from the President of the United States, Mike?
Not a lot at this point, Geraldo. We understand it's a foreign policy-related matter. Of course, there's great speculation it may have something to do with Libya, but honestly, senior White House officials I've spoken with have said it is big, and which we knew, obviously, when you have the President of the United States hastily calling reporters to make a comment at 10:30 on a Sunday evening. That is a most unusual situation for any White House, and so at this point, they are setting up in the East Room. We expect to see the president momentarily, and it's not clear if it'll be about Gaddafi or some other foreign policy matter elsewhere in this crazy world we live in these days, Geraldo.
It is a crazy world, Mike, and in your long experience, have you ever lived through an announcement like this, reported on an announcement like this on a Sunday night on such short notice, Mike?
Not at all, Geraldo. You know, in fact, when I heard 10:30 statement, I thought it was going to be 10:30 tomorrow morning, and then all of a sudden it was 10:30 tonight, and White House aides I spoke with said they were not going to give away guidance in terms of specific topic, but they did say it was big and suggested that we get in here this evening, and so here we are, 10:30 on a Sunday evening, waiting the President of the United States, and not quite clear what he will say at this point.
Okay, did they use the word big, Mike? I'm curious. Did they specifically say big?
Not exactly. They just said you probably want to get to the White House for this one. So I took that to be very big.
That is very big. So what's the buzz in the room? Have your fellow denizens of the White House, you know, aside from saying, "Oh my goodness, what's going on?" Well, what is the atmosphere? Describe the atmosphere among colleagues there at the White House, Mike.
It's tense because you see a lot of camera crews running around to get in position for what we expect to be a big newsmaker on a Sunday evening, and so there's a scramble to try to figure out what he's going to talk about, a scramble to figure out how we're going to make it happen, how we're going to bring it to you live tonight. So there's definitely tension in the room, and you're seeing a lot of people come running in from various activities all over town for the chance to hear the president make some news tonight.
I think that is an understatement if I've ever heard one. With the president's now 6 minutes late, may we assume that tardiness has to do with giving the Fourth Estate, giving the media a chance to get their technological act together so they can broadcast it live to the nation, Mike?
I have seen a camera shot of the East Room, Geraldo, so it's not clear to me whether they're fine-tuning the president's language on a shortly called statement to the media, or whether there is some technical aspect to it, but there's a lot of buzz here and a lot of running around trying to make it happen, and so we await the president, and again, we are hearing that it's a foreign policy related matter, and so when you hear that a compound holding a Gaddafi son and grandchildren was hit today by a NATO strike, one wonders if it has something to do with Colonel Muammar Gaddafi's health at this point, or whether it's a completely different foreign policy matter, but with so much going on in our world these days between Iraq, Afghanistan, and elsewhere, and the war on terrorism, there's great anticipation about what the president may be saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, something I just thought of, and Craig brought in a message from the newsroom. What if it's Osama bin Laden? Can you imagine, General? Wouldn't that make our weekend?
Yep.
Wouldn't that high five how that son of a bitch has wrecked our lives for the last 11 years? Caused such anguish. Wouldn't that be a wonderful way to cap a weekend? I'm not, again, ladies and gentlemen, please do not. Please, this is a reporter relying on experience, telling you what my surmise is. These are options. These are not facts. I'm not reporting anything to you. I'm just saying that General Thomas McInerney and I will be high-fiving, and the tears will be flowing if the news is that good. And we should be that lucky, General.
That could be the 1st of May, Geraldo. Lucky day.
1st of May, lucky day. It would change the whole import of May Day. Wouldn't that be? Wouldn't that be something? I'd only prefer it on Cinco de Mayo, a couple of days. All right, folks. You know, and Mike, I think Mike Emanuel really says it very well. This is something that is new to all of our experience. we think what? What do we think?
Chad, that one of our reporters is reporting that Bin Laden may be dead.
Bin Laden
Maybe.
no, I will not report, but I will say that it is possible that the terror mastermind who killed so many Americans striking from his bases in Afghanistan, Osama bin Laden, something may have happened to him. And when it comes to weighing the devil in Libya with the devil in Afghanistan, I'm telling you, we've got a much stronger beef and a much more profoundly important national security interest in seeing the terror mastermind who killed so many Americans on September 11th, 2001, finally exiting the scene. Maybe he's gone on. Wouldn't that be nice? And again, this is not a fact. I am not reporting it as a fact, but wouldn't that be nice if it were that? And General, you want to talk about how he's affected your life? I mean, Gaddafi's Gaddafi. He's a schmuck. He's a bum. He's a killer. He took down Pan Am 103. We hate him. But Osama bin Laden.
Well, this makes more sense because if it was Colonel Gaddafi.
Craig's bringing in the car.
Stand by. Let's see. Hold on. I'm getting a. What's this? Quick.
If it was
What do we
Colonel
get?
Gaddafi.
Chad,
Senior Capitol Hill producer Chad Pergram confirms Osama bin Laden is dead. Senior Capitol Hill producer Chad Pergram confirms Osama bin Laden is dead. Can it be, ladies and gentlemen? Could it be? This Chad is one of the best in the business. He really is an extraordinary person. Hold it. Bin Laden is dead. Bin Laden is dead. Confirmed, urgent confirmed. Bin Laden is dead. Multiple sources. Osama bin Laden is dead. Happy days. Happy days, everybody. Yeah. This is the greatest. Give me a wide shot of the General. This is the greatest night of my career. The bum is dead. The savage who hurt us so grievously. And I am so blessed. I'm so privileged to be at this desk at this moment. Who's on the phone? Chad Pergram on the phone. Chad, you don't have to give away your sources if you don't want to, but tell us everything you know. Chad Pergram, our senior Capitol Hill producer, on the phone right now. Chad, take it away. Chad, are you there? Hello, Chad. Get it punched up. Get it punched. Okay, we're getting it back. We're getting it back. We lost the phoner. But Chad is confirming that Osama bin Laden is dead. Hello, Chad, you there? All right, get me Chad Pergram on the phone. General, from the heart of hearts, response.
Very significant. Although he wasn't running the day-in, day-out radical Islamic efforts against this al-Qaeda, it is a symbol, and when we find out how he died, that is very important to our efforts and to the Muslims' efforts. Frankly, the Muslim world ought to be very happy that this person that has created so much turmoil in their world is not with us anymore.
You are saying that the Muslim world, but I think that his continued existence on this earth, Osama bin Laden's continued existence on this earth, has represented a continuing humiliation to the United States of America. He defied President George W. Bush 43 and President Barack Obama, President 44, for all this time. I don't care if he died falling into a mud hole or hitting his head on a car. The fact that he is dead, and we have multiple sources. Here, let me get his latest guidance. Let me get this latest guidance.
Well, it's 10 years now.
All right.
Almost.
It'll be 10 years, coming up on 10 years. It's coming up on 10 years. We're going to get a hard 2-minute warning. We will bring it to you, obviously, every second of it. But isn't that wonderful news? Isn't this a brilliant way to start your week? Fox News is confirming our senior Capitol Hill producer, Chad Pergram, citing multiple sources, that the terror mastermind, the the nightmare, America's long nightmare. How wonderful is it that as we approach the 10th anniversary of September 11th, and I remember my kids' elementary school, we lost at least a half a dozen dads who work for Cantor Fitzgerald and some of these other companies on Wall Street on 9/11. That's why I came to Fox News to pursue and watch that monster being removed, being punished. It is beyond joy that I bring you. I wish I could confirm it with my own eyes and my own reporter's notebook. I trust Chad Pergram totally. And I want very much to get him on the phone. I want to hear it from his voice. We have now, they're saying that we have no idea how long this statement is going to be. Waleed Ferris, Osama bin Laden dead? How about that one? Buddy, you on the phone? He's gone too? Get him on the phone. Get him on the phone. This is too big. Get a bunch of national security people on the phone. I want everyone who has reported on this in depth, lining up. Fox News is going to stay with this story. We're going to give you every detail we possibly can. The president's remarks now delayed 15 minutes. I just don't know why. Mike Emanuel, and I'd love you to get him up as well. Just let me know in my ear what guests you have available as they are available. All right, Chad's on the phone now. Chad Pergram.
Hello.
Chad, let's have it. Let's have it.